Alright, so good day everyone and welcome to my channel. Well, actually this is the platform that I'm going to use to discuss further about the process of community immersion. So, diba last time we've talked about the first three phases of community immersion. Again, the first one is of course the pre-immersion, so which means these are the things that we need to do before we go to the specific community that we've chosen. So that's the time that we will of course brainstorm and then complete all our documents and of course data gathering, etc. And then we need to be prepared of course para makapunta tayo dun sa ating chosen barangay. And then of course second one is this is the time that we enter the community or entering the community, and we've discussed about the different types of entries, diba? So meron tayong ostentatious entry, meron tayong banking on other people's entry, we also have the academic style of entry, which is actually what we're doing, diba? Especially during face-to-face of our course in NSTP 2. And of course the last one is the people-centered entry, and after that we've talked about of course the community integration. So for this video I'll be discussing more of the next phase, which is about the community needs assessment form and its importance. To proceed now, let's talk about community needs assessment. So it's actually a process wherein problems and issues and concerns in that specific barangay is being talked about. So paano po natin yung ginagawa? Of course, prior to going to the community, we have the parang pauna na visitation doon sa community, and then we have this community assessment form. So ano nga ba ang meron dito, or what are the things that we can see when we use that particular form? So since it's an assessment, diba, it's an evaluation, in here we will be able to know the different concerns of our citizens in that particular community, and then after we have come up with the major concerns sa kanilang barangay or sa kanilang community, itatali natin siya. Alright? So, kapag tinali natin, we will consolidate everything, and then the topmost problems na lumabas, yun yung itatry natin, okay, na i-resolve or itatry natin na tulungan sila. So, doon sa aspeto na yun ng community. Ayan, so after nga nating malaman what's the meaning of community needs assessment or community needs assessment form, we now proceed to the importance of this one. Why do we need to have community needs assessment? Well, of course, the first one is we will be able to gather the legit information of the citizens and of course their attitudes toward a certain problem or situation in their barangay. And yes, it's very important kasi class, based sa mga sagot nila, doon tayo makakapag-come up ng magandang project. And I believe they will not lie about it. They will just tell the truth because again, this is a survey and everything is about experiential. So that's the first one. Second one is we can determine how citizens rank the issues and concerns of their barangay. Again, di ba? This is based on their own experience. So of course, kapag based sa sarili nilang pinagdaanan, experience, or nararamdaman at the moment, they will have this sense of urgency. They will have this sense of course, sincerity sa mga sinasabi at irarank nila doon sa form natin. So, napaka-helpful talaga ng result nitong community needs assessment. Alright, so number 3, it gives citizens a voice in determining policies, goals, and priorities. So, tama naman yun, diba? Kasi, again, class, after po natin na kuhanin lahat or after nilang masagutan yung community needs assessment form, we will go back to the university, and then after that, there would be one day that we will tally everything. Ayan, so we will consolidate everything at titignan nga natin yung topmost na concerns nila, and doon tayo magdudwell kung paano yung magagawa ng team natin para ma-resolve or kung paano natin sila matutulungan sa concern na yun. Alright? Now, after identifying the meaning of community needs assessment form and of course its importance, we'll talk about the content, diba? Or what includes the community needs assessment form. So ayan, I'll just be actually summarizing what's in the module, but I'll still give you the full texts and the full PDF of it for your reference. Of course, the first one is the historical development. Obviously, from the word itself, it refers to data on how the community became, of course, kasi nga the background, diba, history of it, sa NCR ba to or provincial ba to, etc. So that includes the first one, the historical development. City ba sila? Provincial ba sila? Alright, so yun yung mga content niya. Second one is geographical and transformation information. Ito naman po, it actually includes information on the community's patterns and population contribution. So, again, ano ba siya? Kung for example, Manila yung part niya, syempre, di ba mas malaki yung population nila. But since we are talking about our province, Cavite, specifically sa mga barangay na part ng MOA natin, gaano kaya kadami yung population ng certain barangay na tina-target natin. So, that's for geographical and transformation information. So, that's number 2. Next one is the political and legal function. So, ito naman po, it includes the strategies for community-based selection or of course, strategies of the community that uses the selected players nila sa kanilang political sphere or sa kanilang political parameter. So, siguro ito ano ba yung mga ginagawang activity ng barangay for them, ganyan. So, it is more of the political aspect of the barangay or the community. And number 4 is the demographic data. So, sa demographic data naman, basically yung, di ba, sa research natin, ano yung mga personal information, like of course, our name, our age, or ano pa ba, ang mga data dito is, ano ba yung size, di ba, yung height, yung race, and of course, transients of population. So, ayun nga, saan ba tayong barangay nagmula? Taga dito ba talaga tayo or bago lang tayo? So basically yun yung nasa demographic data natin, more on personal information natin. And of course, last one is the economic data. Sa economic data naman natin, it talks about of course the money earned or the budget of that specific barangay. So it talks about the social, cultural, educational, recreational organizations within that particular community. So it includes the values and social pattern. Meron bang daycare center doon sa barangay natin? Okay, ano ba yung mga works na meron doon sa certain barangay natin? So, it talks about the economic data. Kasama din po yun sa form na yun. And of course, class, no worries kasi it's a standard form. Pag sinabi natin standard, gawa na siya. Actually, nasa NSTP book naman talaga siya. And all we need to do is to have a copy of that and then, ayun, interviewin natin sila. Okay? But then again, before I end, disclaimer lang po natin, we will not do it because it's pandemic. We're just talking about the phase 4 of our community process. Alright? So, we have a different activity for that. And speaking of that activity, yun class, yung susunod yung i-represent, diba? Yung identify the top 3 major concerns, for example, dun sa barangay, yung groupings natin, and then ano ba yung mga resolutions na pwede ninyong gawin. So, magka-dikit na siya. Okay? So, ganun po yung gagawin natin. So, again, that's all for the video of the community needs assessment. So, you can just rewind it, rewatch it, and if you have concerns, of course, message me via Messenger and of course in our M rooms. So, I can answer all your queries. So, thank you so much for watching this video and of course, have a nice day. Stay safe, class. God bless.